Okay, hi everyone. We are live. Okay, if you guys can see that I'm live right now and you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, could you kindly just drop a message at the site at the group chat right now? And thank you everyone for coming on board. Hi Cecilia, Jason, Jensen, Brennan. If you guys can hear me, do drop a text at the side of the group chat. Okay, if you can hear me, drop a text at the side of the group chat so that I know that you guys can hear me talking. Okay, this is very important so that I know. Hi Judy. So if you guys can hear me, please do drop me at yes. Thank you, Sashi. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you, everybody. And good night, everybody. And yeah, so I'm very happy to be here today to share with you guys what's been happening for me. A little bit background about myself. My name is Winston. I'm a father of 3 kids. I have three girls, 3 lovely girls. And I'm a father of 3. Both my girls are in primary school, and I have another 3-year-old. I'm blessed to have a really 3 beautiful daughters and a stay-home mom. My wife, okay, she used to be an ex award-winning MOE teacher in Singapore, and basically I have my experience academically. I don't have really much of an experience because I failed polytechnic. So technically, I'm only my highest educational level would be at 16 years old. So I work for my father. My father runs a business. Unfortunately, most people know that in business, it's not always up all the time. Sometimes it's down, right? So hello, hi Sharpindraran. And so sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And my father lost everything. We used to have Harley Davidson bikes. We used to have like all the toys. We used to have Porsche, We used to have Fairlady, 350Z, but lost everything. So I went and got a job after my father lost everything for 8 months. And subsequently, I knew that most of us know that a job, you can never be financially free or become well-to-do, right? So the only way was to become an entrepreneur. So I worked for a while for someone before I decided to become an entrepreneur. And because of my experience and skills, I kind of have a lot of mindset change because I knew that if I only have O-level, I don't have any specialized skills like accounting, engineering, and so forth. So I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, which told me that the only way I could succeed in life and be financially free is to learn sales and marketing, because you'll be the last person to let go in a company. All right. And I was a shy guy. So, I don't really feel that I could become, I'm not cut up for sales because I've always played computer games and I'm very shy towards ladies. And so until I read a book told me that to sell is human. It's like all of us have actually recommended something to someone before, whether it's a good food, a good restaurant, or, and we're all just natural salespeople. I said, yeah, I think I did recommend my friend like a good good restaurant before. I did recommend a friend like good movie because I'm a movie buff. I love to watch movie almost every week. I watch a movie. So I thought, yeah, it comes naturally, but you have to find something that you're passionate about and you have to understand what is marketing. So I read a lot of books on marketing. I bought from Amazon easily about 50 books on sales and marketing. And that helped me propel me towards my first trying to learn online marketing, which didn't really work out very well. Eventually, I went to real estate in 2009, and with all the knowledge that I've accumulated and the sales experience that I have, and the 50 books that I've read about sales and marketing, within my first month in real estate ERA, I made my first 6 figures. In fact, I made 6 figures twice in my first 3 months. So it's been a blessing, and I realized that all of us were born with no skills. Even in English language is a skill. I mean, if you guys never studied English before, you probably won't pick up this language as a skill. So it's because you commonly use it. So that's why it's a skill. So I realized that all of us were born with babies with 0 skills. Nobody's born to know accounting, engineering, to be good at anything. You just have to spend the time to learn it. So I learned it, and I believe every one of us can learn it too. Okay. And because of that, I started real estate and did very well. Then I helped my brother with the money I made. We opened my brother has about 14 retail shops out right now, doing menswear clothing. And also I started a training company, which I have no experience. So other than hitting 6 figures in real estate, I hit 7 figures doing training. And then ultimately I hit more than 7 figures in starting my own e-commerce business 3 years ago, even though I had no, knowledge on e-commerce. So today, I'm going to share with you guys just a short, maybe half an hour or so, how you guys can actually start your own business, right, online, by leveraging on the 5 biggest trend, and and at the end of the day, you realize how you can actually follow Google, Apple, Facebook, and follow the trends, and then become rich. And you only have to work 3 to 5 years, and all you need to do is to build a wealth that lasts for a lifetime that I have already built. So if you guys are ready, please leave a message in the chat group and just say you're ready. All right, and you could say, like, I'm ready from Singapore, I'm ready from whichever country you are right now. I look forward to hearing from you. Drop a message on that in the chat group right now. That helps with a little bit of an interaction, so I know that I'm not talking to someone frozen. I'm talking to someone who's alive. All right. So if you guys are alive, please drop it in a message in the group chat and say that I'm ready. Okay. Come on, if you guys ready? Ready from JB, thank you. I'm ready from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Any more else? Whoever is watching right now, if you are ready, please do drop a message so that I know that you guys are hearing it. All right, just drop a message. It's very simple. You don't have to raise hands. I can see like there are quite a number of you guys here right now. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Thank you. You guys keep coming in. All right. If you're just coming in, please introduce yourself and say you're ready. I'm from whichever country you're from. All right. Awesome. So let me get started to the PowerPoint slides. So I'm going to share with you my slide right now. The future holds, and we all know that if we don't know the future, we don't leverage on the future, we're going to be left behind, just like Nokia. Okay, it's not that there's this joke. People ask, how many of you would like some changes in the world? Everybody put up hand, and then when the person start asking, so how many of you guys would like to change? Everybody put up their hand. So problem is, people hate to change, but they want changes. It's weird, right? But that's how neurologically we're made to do something that we're really used to. So let's talk about the future of business. Let's begin with end in mind right now, okay? So one of the things that I recently did is that I think you guys are here to want to learn how to become financially free. So it's very crucial for you guys to know what financial freedom really is. So I'm going to open up an Excel sheet right now. So I'm going to get my screen back to see my handsome face. And maybe let's do some calculation, all right? And this calculation will probably help you guys, give you an idea on where should you get started with, okay? So let me just go. Taking Uber, and this lady is 55 years old. She became an Uber driver because she was retrenched. And I asked her, so, if anything were to happen to you, I'm sure you need some money, right, for your family. If anything happened to you, do you have enough funds? She said, no worries. I bought insurance until 60 years old. After 60 years old, my insurance paid by itself. So if anything were to happen to me after 60 years old, I believe my family is all covered. So I have 5 more years to retirement. So I asked her, so how much do you need a day to be able to survive? If you stop at 60 years old, you want to stop working at 60 years old, right? She said, well, for me, it's simple. I just eat $3.50 a day, 3 times a day. It's enough for my meal. So if that works out to be about, I round up to about $20 a day, would that be? She said, yeah, $20 a day will be enough for me. So $20 times 30 days, that would be about $600, right? And $600, you have utility bills to pay and everything. She said, my house is fully paid, but you have to pay your electrical bills as well, right? She said, not to worry. I could actually rent out my house at $400. So she's willing to rent out $600, and her lifestyle to her is just $600. So in total, she needs $1,000 a month. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have ever calculated this at all. If you have not, this is the right time for you to start calculating, okay? So she said $1,000 is enough for her to retire. So I said, okay, so if you right now, you're at 60 years old, And I think, if I'm not wrong, the life expectancy is increasing every year, would be about 80 years old right now. So that means you would need, for 1 year, you would need 12 times of $1,000, right? So I times 12 for her, and I asked her, okay, so you're going to live for like the next 20 years not working, right? So 20 years, so how much do you need? You need about, times 20 years. So in total, you need 240,000 right now in your bank account. So I asked her, if you know any bank, if you have this amount of money right now in your bank account. And she said, oh my goodness, I don't have this amount of money. So I asked her, how long have you been working? So she had been working for 38 years. So 38 years of working, if after 38 years of working, you're still not able to retire, so what makes you think, in the next, after 38 years of working, what makes you think in 38 years, the next 5 years, you would be able to retire, retire, all right, if 38 years of working, and you have 5 more years left, and you don't have 240,000. I mean, don't you think it's crazy? So she said, yeah, I never really thought about that. I said, you know what? You should really do something about it, because you only have 5 more years to retirement, and you don't have 240,000 in your bank account right now. And that's if your lifestyle is only $1,000 a month. So I calculated myself. In fact, I was asking her, and I didn't even calculate for myself. It was like very impromptu, right? So she said that my lifestyle, I told myself, I need at least about 20 grand, because I want to give my mom money. Oh, that's something I cannot live without, right? So I need about 20 grand. So for 20 grand, this is my lifestyle. I would say in total, I just put 20 grand over here. So 20 grand, that would mean that I would need $4.8 million in my bank account, which means it all lasts for 20 years. That means every year, every month, I will have 20 grand a month. So I'm very happy that right now, every month without working, I have rental that allows me to have more than 20 grand a month. In fact, sometimes I hit 100 grand a month without working. So if that happened to me, I don't know what's the amount that you need for you, but I'm very sure that what I'm going to share today, that I'm very excited, it's going to help you guys out. Okay, so I'm sure that you guys have you guys calculated? Continue. I'm going to change it to my slide. Okay, so now that we know the end and beginning with the end in mind. All right. Although technology has evolved, a lot of us think that everyone is using internet, but actually, most of you do not know that internet technology. Okay, only 50% of the whole world, according to January statistics, have access to internet. Right. So if only 50% of people have access to internet, can you imagine what's happening right now? If only 80% of people have access to internet, right? So the next thing is, if out of 50% of people have access to internet, guess what? What's going to happen right now? That means we still have another 50% more to go. And those using WhatsApp, WeChat, and all those, that's only 34% penetration. Now, if it's 34% penetration, can you imagine what's happening right now? We still have a lot of 66% have no access to internet right now. They have no access to WhatsApp, WeChat, and stuff like that. So which means we still have a long way to go to grow, okay? So this is one thing that we can leverage on, which is e-commerce, which is WhatsApp, okay? So how can we use WhatsApp or social media right now to expand business around the world? Now, the second thing we want to look at is e-commerce. How can we leverage on e-commerce around the world? When right now, this is the growth of e-commerce around the world. It's in 2017 right now, and we still have a huge growth. The big growth hasn't happened yet. In fact, this year is projected from this year onwards, 2017, the next 3 years, you will see the biggest growth in e-commerce. Okay, you will see the biggest. So the next 3 years is going to be crucial. That's why I said 3 to 5 years for you to work really hard in this sector and then you can retire for the rest of your life. But like most of us here, we have no idea on how to launch an e-commerce business, right? We don't know how to do programming. We don't know how to do graphic design for most of us here on the website. We don't know how to translate into different languages around the world. We don't even know how to like integrate our website multiple payments, right? We don't know how to find the right products that can sell for a long time. We don't know, and we don't want to keep sourcing for new products over and over again, right? Every time you have a product, the next product comes out, and then once your product becomes outdated, what's the next product? So we don't want to be the one that's doing the updating all the time. You don't know how to do R&D. We need to hire a researcher. We don't know how to do that to keep updating our phones just so that to keep updating Nokia, so Nokia can keep updated with iPhone, right? So we don't know how to do that, all right? And we don't know how to do QC, how to do inventory, how to do packing, and then how to liaise with the transportation by air, by land, by sea, all right? And the licensing, all right, of the import-export license of products. We don't even know how to start a customer service line, just like every other e-commerce out there, like Amazon, Uber, Agoda, any particular Airbnb, any e-commerce company you ever know right now, every one of them has customer service. So you have to handle that as well. And then you got to know how to develop your own app. You're going to have an app that everybody can use. And then ultimately, you need to be able to spend millions of dollars, just like all the major brands that you know. You just ask yourself, how do you got exposed to every major brand? Like iPhone, what did they do? What did they spend on advertising before you bought the iPhone? What did they spend on Zalora spend? What did Amazon spend before you start buying on Amazon? So all the advertisement costs millions of dollars because nobody's going to buy a brand that you don't know, all right? I mean, if today you're already using a television, I sell you using iPhone right now or Samsung. I come up with a new phone called Zobo, all right? If you're going to see advertisement for the first time, Zobo phone, all right? It's a smartphone. It's like similar to Hobo phone, except that it's able to, the screen is going to extend to become bigger, and it can shrink to become smaller. All right, are you going to buy it immediately? You're not. Zobo has to spend millions of dollars to advertise to you multiple times before you get familiar with the brand, before you start purchasing. So if you don't have the financial power to do advertising online, how are you going to become rich? How are you going to be able to do an e-commerce business? But today, I'm going to show you a way how you can have all of this, yet spend nothing. How you can have all of this without spending a single cent on advertising, and yet you could build a business around the world faster than you can spend on advertising. Faster than any other people that has the money to spend on advertising. So I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Which I've already done that. So to do that, I'm going to show you a simple concept. Now, you guys drink Starbucks around the world, right? Now, Starbucks now have an app that you can actually download the app. And if you actually keep, buying Starbucks coffee from the app, you buy Starbucks coffee from the app, and you can actually collect points right now, all right? And you can actually select where you would like to collect the coffee, okay? Where you like to collect the coffee online. So this is the amazing thing right now. So you can buy it online and then collect it offline, all right? So what does that mean? That means every new technology, any new improvement of automation erases a lot of jobs. For example, it's been projected in the next 13 years, 2 billion jobs will disappear, and one of them is waitressing. Right now, waitressing has less and less staff. Why? Starbucks is trying to cut their staff. So you can pay by credit card by Wave right now. They're trying to slowly integrate you into the habit of right now having the app, using your app to pay for the coffee, selecting your location to collect the coffee. The information will go direct to the person, the barista. The barista will build the coffee. You really don't need a cashier then, because you just need to line up, pay for the coffee, barista, match the receipt against yours on the phone, and you can collect the coffee. You don't really need a cashier. You save time, you save staff. So that's what's going to be disrupted. So a lot of things are disrupting around the world right now with technology. So Starbucks right now would allow you to buy Starbucks through their app, and they incentivize you by giving you points. So why would you want points? Because if you go buy coffee, keep buying through the app, it saves them from having the staff. So they rather pass the saving on to you to collect points, which can allow you to change into free coffee. Now, what if Starbucks now evolved the model to allow you to spread the coffee for them around the world, so they don't have to spend a single advertising cost like the rest of the other brands, right? So what if you could spread Starbucks, because you use the app, right? So after you join the app, you have a unique link, which is like Uber asks you to share a unique link that's unique to you, right? You could send a link across to someone on social media, because telecommunication right now is virtually free, all right? It had free communication has killed all those physical phones, has killed every companies that requires lines that are mobile phone lines right now. A lot of people seldom use the mobile phones line because internet line is virtually free. You can talk unlimited free. You don't really need all you need is just internet. You don't even need like auto roaming for calls anymore, right? It's cheap. You go to any hotel, you have Wi-Fi, you can call anyone anywhere in the world completely free. So right now, sharing something across the planet right now is free and instant. So you can share the link across someone in Shanghai who downloads the app, buy the coffee, and you could get points. And you know what? Forever, when you buy coffee, you get points, you earn points forever, and which means that you can drink coffee without you drinking coffee. And why would Starbucks allow you to convert points? Because they don't have to pay advertising in Shanghai anymore, because you help them spread the news, all right? So imagine if you could spread this to social media to practically anywhere in the world, that Starbucks exists. Now think about it, what this means to you. It means that it's going to be awesome, okay? You collect points and you can change for money. So this means that in a current world right now, we can leverage on a platform like an app that Starbucks built or someone built. They can leverage on social media, combined with e-commerce, online transactions, combined with O2O online to offline purchasing, which are the biggest trend right now. So you can pay online and offline, what's going to be disrupt? So right now, you can even pay online and you can go to a machine and collect your whatever things that you want. Right now, if you go to the airport, you can see that you can use your phone to purchase, and then you can actually like a vending machine. It can dispense your favorite bag, dispense even swimsuit. You can even dispense goggles. You can dispense Boss C, even the headphones you could dispense. So imagine what O2O is going to disrupt. It's going to kill a lot of retail, all right? Shopping centers are going to just be food and beverage, okay? So you can know that what's happening right now. And in this business model, which is disrupting the world, where it's going to get a lot of people who are out of job because of the disrupting, and when they knew that this is going to happen, a lot of consumers are now going to get into this trend in the future, where they would start promoting for current brands because they can make any money and income out of it just as a consumer. Think about this. So this is what's going to happen right now. And this is going to spread faster than brand. Imagine I have a Zobo brand of phone that's 3D, and I'm in Australia. I could recommend you from anywhere in the world because social media is free. Like right now, I can talk to you right now. It's free, right? So I could do this and show how good this phone is around the world as 3D, and you would more likely to buy from me because as a friend, trusted friend across the world, you would more likely buy the phone from me than from someone whom you don't know, right? From maybe Zobo advertised in Singapore for the first time or advertised in your country for the first time. You never heard of this phone before. The first time you saw an ad on the newspaper, the first time you saw an ad online, the first time you see an ad on the building, you probably won't buy into it because you know why? You're not familiar with the brand. They have to spend millions of dollars and advertise over and over again before you start buying the brand. So in this case, because I'm the one who recommended you, you would be wanting more likely to trust me to purchase the phone online for this new brand. So why do I say this? Because even Mark Zuckerberg knows this, that a trusted referral is the holy grail of advertising. And right now, it's the best time for anyone to recommend anyone in the world for free, okay? Excitedly, just like you have recommended a good restaurant or good food like anyone before, all right, to anyone in the world in social media, right? For free, and you can get paid doing that. How is that even possible right now? So let's talk about if there were a product. Unfortunately, Starbucks has not evolved to this model yet. There is, however, a company that's proven to evolve in this model. If you have probably heard it, you probably heard it from someone on social media, but you probably will not hear it from mainstream media because they don't spend a single cent on advertising. Remember that. And through this platform, this way of this business model, this company within just 6 years has achieved more than $1 billion US in sales in 140 over countries. So let's look at this, okay? So what products, technology would be the best, all right? A lot of us would think of something that could help us save time, right? Maybe a better gadget, a faster car, maybe a haircut, something that could cut your hair faster. Something could get us more money, you know, something like Bitcoin or something like that, or travel, or even health, something that help us with reverse our aging process or whatever, right? But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you that Apple, Google, Facebook, and Jack Ma, Alibaba, which are the world's greatest, okay? The world's most smartest people. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys consider them smart. Do you guys think that who is smart? Do you think Google's, Apple? Let's interact a little bit about this, okay? I've been talking for quite a while, all right? Google, Apple, Alibaba, Jack Ma, and Apple. Do you think these four, on Facebook and stuff, okay, these four big companies, do you think they're smart? Could you just let me know in the group chat? Do you think they're smart? Do you think that these are one of the smartest people right now? Right now, okay? So you guys think they are the smartest people right now? Could you just reply in the chat group so it's a bit more interactive? At least I know you guys, you guys are live right now, okay? So I can hear some of you. I can see Eileen. I can see some of Sharon and some of you right now online, which is awesome, you know. And yeah. So if you guys think that they're awesome, and what do you think would be the most important investment that they're going to invest a couple of $1 billion into the future? All right. Do you think it'll be something to help them save time? Something to help them to make more money, like help people save more money, make more money, or something that could help them, you know, travel better, or something to help them with more health? You know, the health. Which do you think they think? Which do you think that they think are the most important to them? Okay. Which do you think that they think are the most important to them? Okay. So I'd like to hear your answers. You know, which do you think that they think are the most important to them out of these four? Okay. So that would be great if you guys start answering inside, so that at least when I'm sharing, I know you guys are not are still hearing me, you know, from what I'm sharing about. So if you feel that it's money, time, health, or whatever out of this four, which do you think they've invested into? Okay, and just continue leaving into the chat group right now. Okay, into the lecture group right now while I continue. So if you guys actually voted the right vote, I'm going to share with you guys whether you guys are smart or not. Okay, so let's see which two. Invested $1.5 billion into anti-aging technologies. Okay, 1.5 billion. That's 1,500 million US dollars. Now Alibaba followed suit just last year with 2.5 billion. That's 25,000 million dollars. Okay, and Apple pumped in $30 billion into health tech as well. So why are these people pumping money into this? The bad news is the populations are aging at a tremendous speed, with Japan as the worst country that's aging. So you're going to have a lot of old people. But that's not all. Germany is followed by second, and unfortunately, I'm from Singapore, and Singapore is running third alongside with Korea. So our aging is really going very fast around the world. And here's what's happening right now in Singapore and around the world. And this is from Singapore's news. They did a study, and in 1970, there were 13.5 working adults supporting one old people. Okay, imagine that, okay? You had 13.5 people working and supporting one old people. So the old people, can they really enjoy life? They can. Right now in 2015, all right, you only have 4.9 people working. 4.9 people working to support one old people. Okay, and in 2017, it's projected right now that you need about projected that you need about 15 need about no about 4 people working to support all people. And just think about it, all right? Just think about it. Think about it, okay? In future, in next 8 years, projected there will be only one working adult supporting 2 old people. So what's going to happen right now? If you feel that right now, financially, right now, you feel money flows up faster from your pocket faster than 10 years ago, that's because medical bills has increased at 15% inflation every year. That's because housing has increased a lot of times faster every year. Like in 1960s and 70s, if you have a degree, you could buy 2 huge properties, landed properties, huge land, all right, who can build a big house. Right now in Singapore, even a HDB, like a small room, a small house, you have a degree, you even struggle to pay for that. So that's what's happening right now around the world. So that's why this aging thing really is a huge, big issue. But you know what? How can we leverage like Mark Zuckerberg, Google, and Apple? We don't have billions of dollars right now. We don't have technologies that they can invest in right now. We don't even know how to create an e-commerce website. So what's the answer? I want to tell you the answer is partnerships. It's finding the right partnership. If you could find the right partnership in business, you know what? You didn't have to do the thing that you couldn't do right now. So how did I find the right partnership? I want to share with you 3 years ago. I'll share with you my partners that I would like to recommend to you. Okay? So the partners that I got to know with this person got Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. Randy is a very humble guy. He's about 70 years. He has a double degree in computer science and psychology. And he came from a family where they work on a farm, and he used to be so poor. He had to eat mud, literally eat the mud from the floor to just keep his hunger pangs at bay. Okay, that was how bad it is. All right. And not only that, and he vowed to himself that he's going to, before 30, he's going to become a multi-millionaire. And he also told himself that, he wants to travel around the world and feed hungry children around the world. And true enough, after about in his 90s, he was the one who helped NASA set up the NASA satellite, launching of the NASA satellite. Okay. And because of that, he made a couple $1 million and retired early, all right, in his life. So, and then after he founded the second company, which was the 8 years #1 medical software company in the whole United States, sold away the company for a couple $1 million, $100 million, and retired again. And then, because he was always been working all the time, so he felt uncomfortable if it wasn't working, right? So he started his third company, which is an IT company that deals with e-commerce, all right? And basically, when it deals with e-commerce, and what it's supposed to do with e-commerce is that it's able to integrate infrastructure of e-commerce from anyone around the world, right? With over 200 countries, all right? And logistics system, e-commerce system, everything all integrated into one. And he knows how to create app, e-commerce, and everything all integrated into one. And because of that, he sold the company and retired again. So, and he has so far donated more than $10 million to feed hungry children around the world. So this is amazing, right? Amazing couple. And I really love them a lot. And what happened that allowed them to start another company that became a blessing for a lot of people right now is because he had a knee injury and a cartilage knee injury that got him to met this guy called Dr. Nathan Newman, which I'm going to show you a video of this guy, okay, on Dr. Nathan Newman, just quickly. Hopefully I can, hopefully you can hear the video. So let me just turn it around so I can,
You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
Can you guys really hear this? I'm not sure if you guys can hear this. I'm just trying to figure this out to help you guys listen to this video, because this is the first time using this, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear. Let me just video and
in my jaw area, the nerves were basically exposed. I look for.
okay. Not sure if you guys can hear this. Let me know if you can't hear anything, okay? Oh, you can hear the sound from YouTube? Okay, let me just... Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let me just change and see if I could do this, okay? So you guys...
When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove so much tissue that it leaves serious indentations. And when the surgery is done on the face, it can alter a person's appearance. Our specialist Mr. Dorr joins us now to explain how one doctor has developed a procedure to restore. When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove so much tissue that it leaves serious indentations. And when the surgery... To explain how one doctor has developed a procedure to restore.
Reconstruct tissue, nerves, and bone destroyed by cancer and the cancer treatment. It gave hope to one man who was told repeatedly nothing could be done to restore his face. Take a good look at Herschel McCallian's face. You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
Sorry, because this is the first time, so I'm trying to see if there is any way to resolve this, so you guys can hear it for the first time, to see if you guys can hear it from the audio. If you can't, so I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. That doesn't allow me to do that. Hopefully, I'll be able to resolve this. Okay, let me just try to resolve this. Okay, let's see if I can resolve this.
Dr. Newman says the stem cells are so smart, they can also break up scarring caused by the cancer treatment and
These fat cells are enriched with stem cells, and put them next to bone. I can actually grow bone and make that bone stronger and bigger.
Dr. Newman says there's no risk of rejection because you're using your own fat and stem cells. It took about 2 years and about 24 injections. Herschel says nobody can even tell he ever had a dent in his jaw. The nerves and tissues appear to have healed.
He has given me my face back, he has given me my confidence back, he has given me my hope back.
And the price of the procedure depends on how many injections a person needs. The treatment of one area could run into the thousands. Dr. Newman says almost anyone can be a candidate for a stem cell lift, and the only limitation is that the procedure is dependent on how much fat a patient has. And he's doing all kinds of different... When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove...
George joins us now to explain how one doctor has
kinds of stem cells can help doctors restore weak hearts and help heal joints. Now a local doctor is using adult stem cells to reconstruct tissue, nerves, and bone destroyed by cancer and the cancer treatment. It gave hope to one man who was told repeatedly nothing could be done to restore his face. Take a good look at Herschel McCallian's face. You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
I was very sad. I was very angry that the doctors previously, they did the surgery, even though it was the right things to do.
He had a salivary gland cancer that required the removal of part of his jaw.
I had a tremendous amount of pain in my jaw area because of the nerves. They were basically exposed. I looked for a reconstruction surgeon. Most doctors, they did not want to touch me.
That is until he met cosmetic surgeon Dr. Nathan Newman. He pioneered a new treatment called the stem cell lift. He removes fat from the patient and harvests one of the body's most precious resource, adult stem cells. He then doubles and triples the concentration of stem cells before injecting.
The stem cells is what brings in the new blood vessels, rebuilds the structures, maintains the volume by replacing the fat cells that die off.
Not only can the fat and stem cells be used for cosmetic reasons, Dr. Newman says the stem cells are so smart they can also break up scarring caused by the cancer treatment and rebuild and reconstruct surrounding tissues.
We take these fat cells that are enriched with stem cells and put them next to bone. I can actually grow bone and make that bone stronger and bigger.
Dr. Newman says there's no risk of rejection because you're using your own fat and stem cells. It took about 2 years and about 24 injections. Herschel says nobody can even tell he ever had a dent in his jaw, and the nerves and tissues appear to have healed.
He has given me my face back. He has given me my confidence back. He has given me my hope back.
And the price of the procedure depends on how many injections a person needs. The treatment of one area could...
So right now, let me get back. One of the more important doctor in the whole USA, because he was actually one of the first doctor in the world to actually came up with stem cell technology, right? So so he actually appeared on Fox News, ABC News, LA News, and whatever news right now there is in USA, all right? And what happened was Randy Ray actually went to visit him, and he actually used the stem cells from Randy Ray's fat to actually regenerate back his cartilage using stem cell technology. And because of that, Randy and him became a good friend. And he found that Dr. Nathan was doing a lot of plastic surgery for a lot of Hollywood celebrities because he's based in Hollywood, as you heard in the video, as you heard on TV. So what he did was he found, and most of his clients are older folks, because after surgery, the scars takes a long while before they heal, because after you have to cut the skin, right? So for older folks, for older ladies, it takes time for the skin to heal. And because of that, he was actually doing research about stem cells. And he found that stem cells, the original stem cell actually starts from the sperm that enters the egg. The zygote creates a stem cell, and stem cells create your muscle, your bone, your fat, your cartilage. So stem cells actually creates you, okay? And what happened is that there are 200 over growth factors, right, in stem cells. So what happened is all these growth factors, what they do is that they repair the stem cells in the body. It contains the language that actually helps the stem cell to repair the body, to repair the skin. So he did a research, and in his laboratories, he found that the reason why it takes a while for stem cells to heal for older people is because a lot of the stem cells, the older stem cells, lack growth factors already, because the growth factors has been reduced dramatically as they age. So what he found out that he was able to use young stem cells from the fat, cultivate them in the laboratories, and as he cultivated them, the stem cells start to multiply and they release a language. So when he released the language, he actually did try to recreate study molecular structure of the growth factors. And then what he did was put it into a bottle, which is a serum. And this serum inside has no growth factors at all, has no stem cells at all, because stem cells cannot survive outside a proper environment. What's inside here is actually the growth factors. So he extracted more than 200 growth factors. So good news is that there were no stem cells in the serum, but everything produced in the serum, which is growth factor, is produced by the stem cell. So it's the language of stem cells. So instead of now, he need not have to take the stem cells from the fat and inject it into the skin. Now all he has to do is just you apply the serum onto his patient's skin, and then the patient's skin would automatically just repair the skin, right? Just repair the skin just using the serum, which is awesome, okay? And so this really helps to cut down a lot. So when Randy Ray knew he had this serum, which is more advanced than stem cell, because you didn't have to do any injection on the skin anymore, he asked Dr. Nathan, how many bottles of this do you sell? So, Dr. Nathan said, I sell 30 bottles in my clinic right now because this is new technology. So Randy Ray asked if there was a way to help you distribute to 30,000 bottles, would you be keen to work with me? So because of that, they started a company together. And before they wanted a product, they want to do the C2C model, which is the one I mentioned to you about, all right? They want to use that C2C model, and they wanted a product that nobody knows. And they want to know if the product will move by itself even without, okay? Even without any person recommended that you could actually allow a product that has no brand at all, nobody knows at all, to spread automatically online by itself. So what they did was international research company that's done by many other similar big brands. So after trying out these people with different skin type, different age group, and they wanted to make sure to see that if there was any difference after 56 days of usage. And so this lady, after using 56 days, 65% of her wrinkles disappear. Wow, wouldn't that be awesome if 65% of the wrinkles of all ladies out there could disappear? So they did it on men as well. And for men, half the wrinkles disappeared. All right. So isn't that awesome to become young again? Now, you know, guys, now you know why I don't look like 39 years old. I don't look like I'm reaching 39 years old, okay? So basically, they did a conclusion study, which 74% felt an improvement in skin firmness. So if you want the skin to feel firm, you know, you have the technology, but at the same time, because most other products out there, if you want the skin firmness, you buy this. You want skin to increase your smoothness and glow, you buy another product, like to produce collagen, right? And then you want the skin to look younger, you buy another product itself. So what this product does is that it has one ingredient, which is growth factors, which can stimulate your own stem cell to repair yourself. So you become younger instantly, automatically by itself, okay? So 87% felt improvement in skin smoothness, 87% felt the skin looked younger, and 100% would recommend the products to family and friends, 100%, even though they do not know this brand. And that's when Randy knew that this was going to be a big business. So they started sharing with only his clients, his friends, and also Dr. Nathan Nguyen friends, Dr. Nathan clients, some of them. So they started using the products, and when they bought the products, they automatically, Randy would create an app or website for them for free. So with that website, they could now, as a consumer of the products, be a brand ambassador by forwarding a link, just like how you forward an Uber link or a Grab link, all right, or a Halo link. So we forward the link to anyone across social media in the world, the result starts spreading, and it spread until the media caught it because it was on social media as well. And he caught it, and the first year, without a single advertising, the company generated $30 million US, all right? And second year generated $60 million US. And Randy Ray was amazed, and he was like, you know, we cannot let our member just promote one product. We're going to have multiple products that are amazing, just like these other products. Do you know anyone else? What else can stem cell aging do? And then Dr. Nathan introduced Randy Ray to this very amazing doctor called Dr. Winston Jimpapa. And he is first in many areas in the world, okay? Dr. Winston is the first founder of American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, the first president board of anti-aging medicine, the first board-certified anti-aging doctors in the world, the author of the only medical textbook on anti-aging medicine, and age management for aesthetic surgeon in the world. Okay, in the whole USA, number one. He's the first inventor of first anti-aging supplement, the first stem cell doctor as a NASA consultant. So he's not only got many patents under US government because he works with the NASA, and he's also won the Thomas Edison Award for his innovative technology in reversing the stem cells in human body, in slowing down aging. So aging really can be slowed down, and he's proven on that. And because of that, he was nominated for Nobel Peace Prize twice. And you can only get nominated for Nobel Peace Prize based on two criteria. Number one, your research has been three criteria actually. Your research has been around for 20 over years. You've been an expertise for 20 over years. You can only be nominated by past Nobel Prize nominees, and your research must have huge contribution to mankind. And he will share with me in the world today, the three biggest problems that people have with health is diabetes, high blood pressure, and cancer, and high cholesterol. And all these things, all this illness that comes, it comes like an instant, right? And he found that 100% of people, the day before the doctor told them they have diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, or cholesterol, they all think they're healthy. And that's the biggest problem. Now, how do we prevent this disease that's happening around the world that everybody right now is looking for the solution? Now, if you could find a solution that could settle all these four problems with only one product, just like how Apple iPhone solves, all you need is just one superstar product that could help conquer the world, just like an iPhone could conquer many other phones, because it's like every computer's added inside. It's like combining a PC with all the software inside an iPhone, like an app, combining typewriters, which you type things into here, typing message, letters, emails, everything all in the phone. So if there was a way to help with diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, and cholesterol, if there was a way to do it, that is what majority of the world aging population are looking for. If we could do that, wouldn't that be awesome? And because of that, we need to realize that what's causing all these problems because of oxidization. So what causes oxidization? Stress, not having enough sleep, radiation from your phone, the chemicals that you eat, and the junk food that you eat, okay? Well, everybody knows that they need to eat healthy. They need to be on a healthy diet of organic food. But most of us don't feel like eating organic food every day. We don't feel like eating Subway every day. We feel like eating McDonald's, good food, steakhouse, all the fatty food that we love to eat. That's a problem right now, okay? And stress is increasing, financial stress. So it's hard to stop that. So Dr. Winston actually recommended that there's a way to stop that by just eating natural fruits. Now, if you actually go to Amazon right now, if I show you Amazon, let me just give you a see. Okay. Okay, on Amazon.com. So on Amazon.com right now, I could actually type Dr. Winston in Papa. Okay, so he has actually written a couple of books on Dr. Winston Papa in books, right? And if you go to books, you could see that Dr. Winston Papa has actually written quite a lot of books on anti-aging. And of course, recently he has a book, called this Gene Makeover. The Gene Makeover, it actually talks about the latest technology right now on what you can eat to actually slow down aging. All right, what you can eat to slow down aging. So basically, and what he did was he mentioned it's like that you need to eat some of these exotic fruits. Don't know why. Now, because resveratrol in one bottle of red wine, we all know red wine is good for you, because in one bottle of red wine has 1 milligram of resveratrol. So what he did was, instead of drinking 186 bottles of red wine of resveratrol and buying all these fruits organic, why don't he recommend us to drink just a packet of drink that has all this using biogel to create, which includes 186 bottles of red wine of resveratrol. So what can resveratrol do? So I'm going to show you some proof on what DNA. So you can see the resveratrol here. Let me just go to Google, and type resveratrol repairs DNA. So you can see that from government website, resveratrol induced downregulation of DNA repair genes. Take a break. Resveratrol in action on DNA. So resveratrol, can actually repair DNA. Okay, so you can Oxford journals, BYU business, BYU universities, Atlas of Science, and many other scientific journals online are actually talking about DNA repair that resveratrol can do, which is really, really very advanced technology. It could actually help people with diabetes because according to the government research and natural medicine journal, all right, resveratrol can actually, it has antibiotic effects as well. So this is WebMD actually talks about it as well. And there are many research around the world as resveratrol can also kill cancer cells. This is a study from Rochester University. Study shows that when pancreatic cancer was doubly assaulted, pre-treated antioxidant resveratrol, you actually helps with cancer therapy, all right? And, all this resveratrol can actually kill tumor cells, increase to 65% when you take resveratrol. So you can see that resveratrol kills cancer cells by its devastating. So all this are actually already science daily. It's all over the place. Huffington Post, it's all already, and reduce high blood pressure. Benefits for high blood pressure, life combats leading cause of death. All right. So if you want one technology, which is one product that helps to solve multiple problems, do you think the whole world will be looking at it? Technology integrated with the C2C model and a free website given to every consumer, the business has expanded to more than 140 countries, and within 6 years, they hit $1.1 billion in 141 countries. So this company has won 217 awards. They recently won the most prestigious award in the whole of America, which is American Business Awards, which is garnered and competed by 3,800 nominations from 3,800 companies around the world. All right, and the company has won the fastest growing company of the year and company of the year. Okay, so all you need is just take one packet of reserve, which is less than a cup of Starbucks coffee, which actually increases cancer cells. And this reserve should be the most important thing that you would ever want to drink in the entire day. If you could have $10 to save your life, this would be what you need to drink. Okay, so it helps to cut hunger pangs as well. So it can repair your DNA, prevents your high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and yet repair all these problems at the same time. And it tastes great because it's all berries. And it's even cheaper than a box of strawberries that has no pesticide. So with this, you can get, with this business, all you need is be a consumer of this or either the serum. You could get paid in US dollars. You could get paid weekly, which means you get 52 times a year. Can you imagine getting paid every week instead of waiting until the end of the month? All right. And I'm going to go through 5 ways how you can make money as a consumer. Okay. Now, once you decide to get products from the 2 doctors, and you can order it online only through someone who's already a user of the products. Okay. So once you get a website, your website, which has your name right in front here. So everyone registers a unique website name. So the registration process is so simple. It's just like registering the first time you're registering for Amazon before you buy some stuff on Amazon, right? First registration. So it's the same. Anyway, So you will have your own unique name. So you would be your name that you have chosen, .genesisglobal.com. The technology allows you to send your link to practically almost anybody in the world. If you could send a link to China, even though you don't speak Chinese, your website automatically translates into Chinese, right, into Mandarin. And if you send your link to someone in Japan, automatically the person clicks on the link on social media, automatically translate into Japanese. You send to someone in Italy, automatically translated to Italy. Imagine the convenience, all right, that you don't have to go and explain to someone because you don't really know exactly all the details. And on your website has all the information that you need to explain to people. Let me show you an example. I'm going to show you the website right now that you description. So everything on your website. So someone in another company could go here and click on reserve. Okay. So on your website, on reserve, it will talk about what does it contain, what are the ingredients that are stored inside resveratrol and so forth. Okay. Like what is in ingredient, what does the ingredient do? There's even a CAP-E laboratory test to show that reserve contains resveratrol that can penetrate into your cells. Okay. If you can't penetrate into cells, and people can just add to cart, and can proceed to checkout and just buy easily. Okay, so he has all the ingredients, how to take, even the certificate, the proof of laboratory test. Everything is all on your website. So and all can be translated in all the different languages around the world. Think about you not having to touch a single code to start an online business. It's like you have a business that automatically updates itself, updates the website, so you don't have to keep finding the next cutting edge products, because you will be guaranteed that most cutting edge products will be instantly added into your website. So what does that mean to you? That means user, that means you have increased income from the same person whenever a new technology comes up. So you don't have to do this technology because you're not in biotech. So how you can make money? So this it's very simple. The first step is you can share your link with practically anybody in the world. So the first income is retail a la carte. So if anyone actually buys anything on your website, you get up to 40% retail, earn up to 40% retail. Think about that, okay? Now they can also, second income is that they can actually come to your website to buy a package, right? Why would they want to buy a package? Because they get 50% discount. 50%, imagine, okay? Almost up to 50% discount. That's a lot of savings for them. So that means your earning will not be up to 40%. It will be up to 18%. So you will have to reduce your earnings, okay? The good news about this person, when they buy a package or product package, they get 50% discount and they get their very own website. So they themselves can become a business owner as well, to be part of the business, to work with a few doctors. So this is where it gets interesting, okay? This is where you can do the Starbucks model, where you have a link, your website link. You could share it with someone, and that someone who has a website link could share with someone as well. In Russia, they could share with someone in Africa. Now here's where it gets interesting. Now, if this person purchase a package and he's finished using the package and he keeps repeating purchase of the products. So like anything else right now, credit card, people buy stuff, we all used to earning reward points, right? So we earn points. So every repeat purchase of the product from this person web store, for example, if you buy one box of the drink resveratrol reserve, you get 60 points. You can collect the points. I'm going to explain to you how the points change for money later on, okay? You get the points. But what's even more interesting is that you could get more points, which means more money from people you don't know than the people that you know. Let me explain to you. He has a website link. Now, he could share someone who gets a package, so he has his own website link. They could share someone in South Africa. They could share someone in USA. So it goes no end, okay? So if this person in South Africa that you don't know because you didn't introduce this guy, and this guy bought 10 boxes of the products, all right? He's a big consumer, 600 points. Guess what? The 600 points goes into not just you, but goes to this person, this web store person here, increase 600 points, increase 600 points here, increase 600 points here. So the person recommends someone here, who recommends someone in South America, who recommends someone in South Africa. That person buys 10 boxes, the points goes to this person in South America, that goes to this person in USA. Everybody shares the same amount of points. Welcome to the new economy. The old economy is you, me economy. The new economy right now is we economy. So this is called profit sharing. The points where everybody points can be shared among everybody who's linked together, who's chained together. So unfortunately, the bad news is that you need to accumulate points from 2 referral web store. You need at least 2 web store first, okay? So you need a web store that keeps referring, that will refer someone. And when both web store accumulate all the points come together, whenever one web store, all the points accumulate into here, and another web store that all accumulates into here, all right, in over 141 countries, every 600 points accumulated and 300 points accumulated, the system automatically pays you $35 US. Now you can earn $35 US multiple times a week. Even if this web store goes from this web store connects to this web store to another web store, and it goes to 1,000 web store, every 1,000 web store, all the points you get to collect 100% as well. Okay. So if the company allows you to collect points forever, the company will go bankrupt, right? Because there's no end. Everybody shares the same amount of points. So there is a limit to how much you can get to $35. The maximum $35 you can make is 750 times a week, which means the maximum income you can make is $26,250 US every week. Now imagine that you are just a consumer of a product that you normally consume, like less than a Starbucks coffee, like maybe a McDonald's meal, or even cheaper than McDonald's meal. That doesn't help you at all, but you buy it every day. You get meals every day outside that doesn't really do anything for you, and it costs more expensive, and you take that every day. Imagine with that, you could build a global business that could give you a retirement in just a couple of years. And that's why I can tell you that it's very workable, because you don't really have to know how to do sales, because you already know how to do it. As long as you get excited about this product, how this product can help people around the world and help you and your family, it's only natural that you share, just like how you share a good movie, right? So with that, everybody's sharing around the world, you could get up to 26,000 a week. Now that's not enough. You could have also global management, because the web store that you introduce, they themselves can also earn the previous income, which is global consumption, right? So if he makes imagine every time he makes $35 to 26,000 a week, you get a matching paycheck of up to 30%, which means if he makes 26,000 a week, that would mean about 100,000 a month. You could get 30,000. Imagine if you could just find one person. And this is a true story, because the person that introduced me, because under me right now, imagine just 3 years ago, a lady, an elderly lady, introduced this to me, because my wife needed some skin problems to be repaired, and the serum works wonders. And because of that, I thought it was a good product that I would share from my heart. And this would be a good business model for people who are wanting to start an online business around the world, but don't have the money for infrastructure, don't have the website skills, and don't have to keep finding new products to add on, And because of that, I went and I found 50 people who would like to open a web stores. From 50 web stores right now, I have 50,000 of web stores. And because of that, because of me, right, because of my passive income, this lady now retires with $250,000, $250,000 US every single year because of me. But can you imagine how many people how many web stores can actually be expanded from you? There really is no limit to how many 100 direct web stores, 30% you can make in 140 countries. So, I'm just going to start. So being able to start this business is so easy. I mean, it is so as easy as sharing a link through Uber, as easy as registering online through your phone. So all you have to do is ask anyone who actually referred you to this presentation, ask them, how can I register my free website? Okay. And then we have a training on this we have this train on Wednesday. Okay, so on Wednesday night there's a training. Ask the person who actually invited you for the link. So I'm going to give out the link soon. All right, ask the person to introduce to the link that's going to help teach you this proven system, how you're going to build this business around the world without any rejection and smoothly. I'm going to teach you guys in the fastest time possible to master the art of marketing. Okay, and how you can expand this online and offline around the world, because every other e-commerce brand they spread themselves through online and offline at the same time, right? So I'll teach you how to do that. It's a proven system, because your website is mine is the same. Okay, so first register your free website, and in step 2, come and attend the training online on Wednesday night, and I'm going to show you how to grow the business with single rejection, how to build the business globally. And how do you, even though you have no experience in e-commerce, how can you expand it fast? Okay, and how ultimately you can retire in the next 7 months if you choose to want to do. I can 100% guarantee in my pocket that if you follow exactly what I say, I guarantee you, I would even bet $1,000 or even $10,000 with you in a year or 2 years. If you could not even generate at least $5,000 every month in 2 years, provided you follow exactly what I tell you to do, I will give you a $10,000 out from my pocket. Okay, so this is publicly known, but you got to do exactly what you do. It's just like someone who tells me, Winston, I want to get fit, I want to go to the gym, I want to have 6 packs, but you know what? I can show you how to do it, but you don't feel like exercising because it's important. But if you don't feel like doing it, then I can help it. But it's a proven model in 140 over countries. The company has produced a few hundred millionaires through this platform. And so to get started, ask the person how you can register your free website right now and register yourself, how to get the products, get a package at 50%, try the products. There are ways you can get it at 50%, and there are ways that you can get cheaper, and you can just ask the person who invited you on this call how you can get it cheaper, how you can get a website set up so you can get the link to come for fast start training on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. So I hope that today, just the last 1 hour has been interesting. So what you do today can improve all your tomorrow, right? So this is that allows me to have a turnover of over $15 million US. And I hope that the same thing happened with me. I really pray that it will happen for you too. So, especially because I went through hard times with my father. My father lost everything. My mom struggles to bring us up, She was in debt. So I know what it feels like, to have not enough money to just live day after day. I've gone through that. So I know that many people in the world, I want to say that if I can do it, if many people out there, I've seen even an auntie at 59 years old who is a chambermaid, all right, who is a restaurant, a waitress. Within just 5 years, she could make $8 million as a consumer. So anybody can do this. So if not, I'll see you guys. See you guys on Wednesday, all right? So I look forward to seeing you guys, and take care, and peace out, all right? Bye-bye.